I was dealt this 17 count with 5 spades, so I opened 1 spade. The opponents were silent throughout, and Toby, my partner, bid 2 hearts. We play that as game forcing, so he has at least 5 hearts and at least 12 high card points. I've got 17, so that's at least 29, so you wonder how close we are to the slam zone at this point. But I went ahead and bid up my shape 3 clubs. Some people in 2/1 would play this as a high reverse, showing a stronger hand like what I actually have. But Toby and I don't play that. 3 clubs to us is just possibly a minimum hand with 4 clubs. In response, Toby bid 4 spades. 4 spades is a fast arrival situation, so if he had a stronger hand, 16 or more, he could bid 3 spades as a possible slam invitation. So I think he's like 12 to 15, and I'm not confident we have slam, but if he has good hearts and some controls in the offsuits, like if he has the ace of diamonds and the king, queen, 5th of hearts, that suit might set up for some pitches, and that's only 9 of his high card points. Hopefully we don't have 2 fast diamond losers right off the top. So what I really want are aces. And what better way to find about aces than for no trump? I decided at this point, if I didn't get 2 aces, I was going to give up. But Toby didn't disappoint. He bid 5 hearts. We play 14-30. Even if you played straight Blackwood, there would be 2 aces either way. So he's got the ace of diamonds. He's got the ace of clubs. So that's good. I'm still a little vulnerable in diamonds, but I went ahead and bid the slam, 6 spades. Now with all the key cards, that is the 4 aces, the king of trump, the queen of trump, I could bid 5 no trump, asking for specific kings at this point, but since I knew Toby was limited and I'm probably bidding a thin slam as it is already, I decided just bid the thin slam and see how things would go. So here's how it turned out. I got the friendly 6 of clubs lead, and Toby laid down 11 high card points. But it's a very good 11 high card points. The 2 fabulous aces and a chunky heart suit headed by Queen Jack 10. So even though it's an 11 high card points, I totally agree that's a 2/1 bid, game forcing. So I didn't see a reason not to let this 6 go around to my jack. And now at this point it was pretty much hopefully trump or 3-2 and then knock out the king of hearts. So I started drawing trump. Everyone followed the first round. The question is how to tackle the hearts. I did not know there was a stiff king, but remember, we've bid this slam on a combined 28 high card points. So I might want to play this like imps, safely. I'm not interested in whether I make 6 or 7. As long as I make 6, I know I'm going to get a great score because a lot of people in this pairs game would not be this aggressive. So to be safe, I decided I was just going to play the ace of hearts, knock out the king of hearts, and then enjoy the remaining hearts with entries to get there. So I drew the 3rd round of trump and played the ace, and lo and behold, the king came down. I kind of chuckled when that happened. I'd been very fortunate. And so now the heart suit's running. I've got a pitch for my diamond and club losers. So I took all the tricks. It was very fortunate. But it does bring up a good lesson that when you're in a good contract that other people might not find, then you might want to lay off the greed and just ensure you make your contract, whether it be a game or a slam, sometimes even an unusual part score. You realize I'm going to outscore the field if I just make my contract, so don't jeopardize it. So if anyone thinks that laying down the ace of hearts was a strange play, let's go back and take the finesse. So here's where we were after the trump were drawn. So I'm going to go to the board with the ace of clubs, and I'm going to play the queen of hearts and lose to the stiff king. At this point, I run into serious problems if West returns a diamond and forces me to use my other entry. Now I play a heart to the ace and I can't get back to the hearts anymore. So even though after I drew trump I had 2 entries to the board, I could not afford to take the heart finesse. I sat there for a minute thinking through the scenario and decided it simply wasn't worth the risk. So it would just create transportation issues. So at this point, you can't reach the hearts. You've got a diamond and a club to lose. You'll be down 2. So not only was it important to play it like imps, it was important to think how the hand would play out, take a line of play off the beaten path in order to ensure the contract.